Hi everyone. Let's take a moment to review what we've been learning in our science lessons. First of all, we've learned about power plants, and power plants, they provide electricity for our homes. Things like dishwashers, refrigerators, air conditioners, washers, and dryers. We've also learned about batteries. We know there's two types of batteries. A dry cell battery, which has paste-like chemicals in it, and wet cell batteries, which have liquid chemicals in them. The wet cell batteries, they will power things like cars, trucks, lawnmowers, and large construction equipment, whereas your dry cell batteries, they will power your watches, toys, calculators, flashlights, and rechargeable cell phones, portable tools, laptops, and things like that. Today's lesson is lesson 82 on incandescent light. You will need your electricity booklet, yellow highlighter, and red colored pencil. Now open your booklet to page 6. Where are the terminals on a dry cell battery located? On each end of the battery, there's a positive terminal and a negative terminal. Of course, positive is marked with the plus sign and negative with a minus sign. And what types of matter are wires in electrical circuits usually made of? Copper or aluminum. And they're made of copper or aluminum because they are good conductors of electric current. Matter that is a conductor allows electric current to easily pass through it. The types of matter that are good conductors of electrical currents are copper, aluminum, gold, silver, tin, iron, steel, mercury, and water. Here on this page also shows you examples of what some of those items look like. Now, what is an insulator? An insulator does not allow, it's matter that does not allow electric current to easily pass through it. And the types of matter that are good insulators of electrical current? Well, plastic, glass, hard rubber, dry wood, paper, and air. In today's science lesson, we will learn about another object we will use in our circuits called light bulbs. So let's examine a light bulb. This here is an example of an incandescent light bulb. At the base of the lead wires, which we will figure out what those are. Lead wires. At the base of the lead wires, there is a small bead of glass that supports them. At the top, between the two lead wires, there is a thin coiled wire called the filament. When electric current passes through the filament will become hot. When the filament becomes hot, it will glow and produce light. Now, look at the metal part of the light bulb. The metal part of the incandescent bulb is called the screw cap. At the base of the screw cap, there is a metal tip surrounded by black plastic. This is the end that you screw into your electrical light socket. Now, in your book, I want you to look at page 7. What is the title of this page? Types of light bulbs. Follow along with me as I read paragraph 1. An incandescent light bulb produces light when an electric current passes through the wires inside the light bulb. The current travels through the lead wires and a thin coiled wire called the filament. One lead wire extends from the tip of the light bulb to one end of the filament. The other lead wires extend from the other end of the filament to the side of the metal screw cap. The electric current passes through one of the lead wires, through the filament, and out of the bulb through the other lead wire. When the electric current passes through the filament becomes very hot and glows, producing light. If the fragile filament breaks, the circuit becomes open and the bulb will not light. Here is your drawing diagram of the incandescent light bulb. Now, what types of light bulbs are we discussing here? We are discussing incandescent light bulb. Now, what we are going to do is we are going to use your red colored pencil to trace the path an electric current flows through an incandescent light bulb to produce light. So we're going to start here at the tip, which is down here at the bottom. Okay. We are going to go up to the lead wires, and we are going to go through our coils, down by our other lead wire to our screw cap. Now, the tungsten filament of an incandescent bulb resists an electric current. The filament becomes very hot, about 4,000 degrees Fahrenheit, and glows in a closed circuit. Make sure you have this marked with your red colored pencil. Now, incandescent light bulbs are one type of light bulb. There's several more. So if you will look down here at this chart, it shows us 4 different types of light bulbs: incandescent, halogen light emitting diode, which is an LED, and fluorescent. So what does this chart actually show us? Take a moment and look and see what it shows us. While we continue to think about what the chart is showing us, I wanted just to show you again the 4 different types of light bulbs. We have the incandescent light bulbs, which is shown right here. We have the halogen light bulbs, which are right here. The LED light emitting diode. And we have the fluorescent light bulb. So the original question was, what is this chart showing us? Your answer should have been somewhere around the area of the uses, advantages, and disadvantages of 4 different types of light bulbs. So according to the chart, where are incandescent light bulbs used mostly? Well, it shows us right here under uses, lamps, and flashlights. The light bulbs we will use when we will make our electrical circuits are incandescent light bulbs. Where have you seen incandescent light bulbs like this used before? Probably in your house somewhere before. And according to the chart, what is the advantage of an incandescent light bulb? It all comes down to money. Right here, these are the least expensive to buy. But what are the disadvantages? They waste energy as heat, and the filament can break easily, so you're changing those out a lot more often. An incandescent light bulb converts only about 10% of the energy from electricity to light. So, you might want to put 10% here. That's not a whole lot, because that leaves 90%. That is not changed to light. The other 90% of the energy is being converted to heat. The second type of light bulb listed on the chart is the halogen light bulb. Halogen light bulbs are a type of incandescent light bulb that contain a halogen gas. So according to this chart, where do you use halogen light bulbs? Car headlights and all of our projectors. Where have you seen halogen lights used before? According to the chart, what are the advantages of a halogen light bulb? Well, they produce a very bright light for its size, and it lasts a long time. But the disadvantages are that it wastes energy as heat, gets very hot, and can cause burns or a fire. It is important to never touch the halogen bulbs because the oils from your hands can cause the bulb to explode when the bulb becomes hot. Now, the third type of bulb listed on the chart is the light emitting diode, or LED light bulb. Remember that, LED. According to the chart, where are LED light bulbs used? Flashlights, traffic lights, holiday lights. We're seeing them a lot more in tail lights of cars. And so according to the chart, what are the advantages of an LED light? I know one thing, they last a long time and they certainly use a lot less energy to produce lights. So those are positive advantages for sure. An LED light bulb is small and several bulbs must be used together to produce larger amounts of light. Now, the fourth type of light bulb listed on the chart is a fluorescent light bulb. Now, according to the chart, where are fluorescent light bulbs used? Look right up above your head, because ceiling lights in schools and garages. Fluorescent light bulbs are tube-shaped bulbs that contain mercury vapor and are coated with a substance that glows with an electric current when an electric current makes the mercury atoms inside the tube move more quickly. Now, according to the chart, what are the disadvantages of the fluorescent light bulb? Well, they can break easily and they have the mercury gas, which is toxic. So if a fluorescent light bulb breaks, the room should be aired out, and gloves should be used when picking up the pieces of glass. So what did we learn in today's lesson? We learned about 4 different types of light bulbs, correct? Incandescent, halogen, fluorescent, and LEDs. We learned about safety issues with some of them, as well as advantages and disadvantages. Our next lesson will be on closed circuits with dry cell batteries, wires, and incandescent light bulbs.